About 10 days ago, I went live with Bob and we talked about how we had just sat down and watched a presentation from Chris Krebs. He was the keynote speaker at a cybersecurity conference that we're at, where there were CISOs, owners of cybersecurity firms. And I had 5 takeaways from that. So let's talk about it. All right, so before we get started, let's talk about CISA. So a lot of people don't understand what CISA is. Well, it stands for the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency. They're like the quarterback of the federal government for cybersecurity. So they're tasked with defending our home front, our federal civilian and government networks from hackers, from threat actors from all around the world. And they work in close partnership with the Office of Management and Budget, who is technically fully responsible for the federal cybersecurity overall. So Chris Krebs actually spoke at Black Hat a few weeks before he came to the conference for us to be our keynote. And Black Hat is one of the premier cybersecurity conferences every year. It's in Vegas. It's followed by DEF CON. If you don't know, it's fine. But it's a premier cybersecurity conference. And it was awesome to sit down because I'm at a conference with other business owners, with cybersecurity experts, and we got to listen to him talk for about an hour. And these are the 5 takeaways I have. And I'm going to do this a little differently. I'm going to go with number 5 through 1 and give you my number 1 takeaway at the end. So sit back, and I hope you enjoy this. So number 5, it was really interesting listening to him talk about 2020. They had the election to get ready for, so they were trying to make sure that they were limiting and trying to eliminate hackers from getting in and influencing the elections. So they were focused on that. They were tasked with that. But then they realized that the Russians had got into government agencies, and they were creating almost like a government denial of service. They were popping up alerts everywhere. It was creating fatigue, and a lot of incident response teams missed indicators of compromise. And he believes that might have contributed to how the SolarWinds attack that was really found in December of 2020 really got to where it got, because they were able to use that to get into large corporations and the government. And it could be because they did do this denial of service attack. Number 4 is the Cybersecurity Insurance Agency can't keep relying on checklists and questions going forward. At some point, we're going to have to get to where there's monitoring done, almost like what they're doing with automobile insurance, where you can plug in a device and they'll lower your insurance rates, if you drive safely. We're going to get to that with cyber insurance. We're going to get to where we're going to have to be proving over and over again that we are doing everything we can to be secure through testing. They might do some automated pen testing and things like that, but we're going to have to provide proof of that. And that's probably going to be within 5 years. So number 3 is every small and medium business or enterprise should have a managed IT services company and a managed security company. Now, that brought tears to my eyes because, well, we do both, but it just illustrates how we can help operational efficiency and rolling out security and making sure that your business is safe better than you can usually with even internal resources, because they're tasked with doing other things. And that's what he really focused on, is we should be complementary to certain businesses, but we should absolutely be in every single business. All right, number 2, the intelligence community has done a disservice to small and medium businesses and enterprises. And the reason for that is we always focus on the big hack, the big fish. You see Microsoft get hacked. You see the government get hacked. You see these large corporations like Honda, Xerox. All these large corporations get hacked, and those are the ones that are reported. But what's not reported is all the small and medium businesses that experience email compromise. They experience ransomware. They experience other types of cyber attacks. And it's created this thought process that I'm too small to be hacked. And the reality is like, nah, you're the easiest mark. And that's one of the things that he really focused on, was how small businesses are just a target, because all businesses are a target. So the number 1 takeaway I had from watching Chris Krebs speak is cybercrime has always been a threat model for every organization. Large or small, it doesn't matter. If you use any sort of digital system, be it email, software as a service, cloud, on-site infrastructure, you're a target. Now, it could be an automated attack, it could be a targeted attack, but you're still a target. And that's something very important to realize. Business email compromise and ransomware, they don't care. It doesn't matter what size business you have. The thing is, it probably impacts you more as you're smaller because, look, if cyber insurance doesn't cover, or if you don't have cyber insurance and you suddenly have a $300,000 bill, can you pay it? Or if half of the money in your bank account is gone tomorrow, can you pay it? And the answer for a lot of businesses is no, they can't. So that's the number one takeaway. Just remember that every organization is a target for cybercrime because they use digital systems. But you can't be a business anymore without using a digital system. You know, when you watch somebody speak for an hour, you get a lot more takeaways than 5, right? So those are my top 5 takeaways. And I have other takeaways too, but I think it's important to understand that we need to surround ourselves as business owners with experts that have been there, that see what they're seeing, that see the information that normal people aren't going to see. Now, I see a lot, but I don't see nearly as much as like what CISA will see, the FBI, state police. It's just not possible. They have dedicated teams of dozens of people dedicated to finding this intelligence. Now, what we do is we follow them. We use what they post to kind of look at our businesses, look at our customers and figure out, okay, is there a threat out there that we should be really looking for in this type of business? And that threat modeling is important for us. So it should be important for you too. So if you have any questions, drop a comment down below. If you want any more takeaways, just reach out to us, DM us. If you want us to take a look at your cybersecurity, that's cool. We're more than willing. But I hope you take these takeaways and I hope that you can use them in your business. And until next time, stay cyber safe.